So on the close of this candle, if we close above this level, that will confirm a 1 minute bullish breaker. This is an order block. It will confirm an order block, a bullish order block here and here. I wouldn't want price to come past this volume imbalance. So I'm going to set a limit for 4 contracts to go long here. A stop loss will be here below this volume imbalance. If we get tagged in, time is it? It is 10:24. We may not get a fill. Could come into this bullish order block here. So my entry is at the top of this bullish order block. It's the equilibrium of our range. Um, News events really just push price to the market makers' intended targets anyway. So if you are familiar with order flow and where price is going to go anyway, it just gives you a good entry. But you do want to kind of let that manipulation play out, and then you can jump on board if you're experienced with that. So we're not getting deep pullbacks into our zones. Um, yeah, I didn't get a feel. I want to see price come into this order block or at least this fair value gap that could run off without us, which sucks. Typically, I will enter right after the confirmation. Sometimes I'll do that and then I'll add to it if it does come back in this area. At this point, I wouldn't want to see price come past this level here. Were to get in here. Oh my God. what am I doing? I did not try to I did do that. I'm thinking I still had the position tool on. Okay, let me see where we at. It's so 200. I accidentally put myself into this trade. What was I thinking? But it's okay. I'm managing the risk. So fingers crossed this doesn't bite us in the behind. I have to readjust my loss position thing here. And then remember we have our 5 minute bullish breaker here. This is the silver bullet hour. So um this is the equilibrium of our New York session range. And then lots of we have lots of upside targets if we're going to continue higher. And the only thing of concern for me is that we could manipulate down into this volume imbalance, which would stop me out. But we have a bullish order block here, bullish order block there, fair value gap here. So those are our three PD arrays that would need to be disrespected. And that's where my stop loss is. I follow a three PD array um, stop loss, to protect yourself. And let me make sure that my position tool is in the correct space. So this here should be my 250 handles, right around there. So news serves as drivers, Chris. It's supposed to actually drive price to the intended targets on the higher time frame. Market makers are only concerned with the daily, weekly, and monthly levels. Um, but we can find good entries off and formulate trades off of the 1 hour as well as we can get entries on our 1 minute and sub 1 minute, even 15 minute. But your higher time frame targets would be the 1 hour and above. More specifically, your daily and above for big moves. This is our new account, so this is our first trade on this eval. I failed the other one. It had like $69, so it's like, okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll just start this new one. So today is the first day of our second eval account. Now we've come into this order block, this bearish order block. We haven't gotten any bodies to close above it yet, but we do have a 1 minute bullish breaker. We have not confirmed a 5 minute bullish breaker just yet. So we want to see this bearish order block be disrespected. No, the previous account has failed. All right, so we've taken profit here. Let me adjust this. We have 2 more contracts on as runners. I'll let it breathe, um, because price could come back into this, but I doubt it will. It shouldn't. Let's see, where's my 100 ticks at? 25 handles. It'll be right here. So I'll put stop and put that there. Actually, I want to, and so this is the part that I deal with. Once I've taken profit, I don't want to give any of the profits back, but I don't want to choke it out and then we continue higher. So far, we are closing in on that bearish order block. Yeah, with this account, you have $1,200 per day. Well, we confirmed another bullish order block to the upside. I want to see us create this propulsion block and continue higher. We've taken external range liquidity, so on a higher time frame, our next target should be internal range liquidity, which is this 1 hour fair value gap. I'm going to move my stop right before entry just to cover any fees. Um, I feel like I'm choking it a little bit, but I can always get a better entry if we confirm that we're going to overtake this bearish order block, which again, bearish order blocks, once they are disrespected, become bullish breakers. You have a high, a low, high, lower low, higher high, as well as this would be our 5 minute bullish breaker here. If we are confirm it, that should propel us higher. We can even go up to the London highs. This is the session range of the New York Open from 8 o'clock until the current price. This is the midpoint. So price could see some sort of rejection. And let's look at the time. Uh, our next macro is at 10:50. I'm targeting 500. I'm targeting 125 handles on this runner, and then the final runner, I'm targeting 230 handles. Now, we just need a close above to create a 5 minute um, bullish breaker. With the close of this candle, we'll confirm another bullish order block. And then on the 5 minute, I'm going to be watching on a separate chart to see once we get a close above that. We have about less than 2 minutes to confirm it. These things are in a way that That's better. I can actually see now. Well, I want to see us disrespect this 15-minute bearish fair value gap. We have some more above us coming up into the session EQ. So this order block is confirmed. You want to see price tap the top of it and continue to go higher. This is our silver bullet hour. So we're in a market maker sell model down here. We flip. We could hit the top of this to be our market maker buy model. These relative equal highs and then all the way up to the top. So we're just going to let price do what it do. So my stop is at a 3 PD array level. If we came here, that means we've disrespected bullish order block, inverted a bullish fair value gap, volume imbalance, and another bullish order block. So really it's 4. Our next target is 100 handles. On the 5-minute, let's look and see. We that last candle did not put a body over it, so we have about another 3.5 minutes to confirm. And the EQ of this session is also at the midpoint of the range. We have disrespected this order block here. We did get a body over that. Excuse me, but we are not, we're still inside of this bearish fair value gap. Our 1050 to the 1110 macro starts in about 6 minutes. So we want to see price go ahead and push up. We've come back into this bullish order block, and you want to see that be respected. Created a bearish fair value gap on a 1 minute, so I want to see that get disrespected. So during the macro time, we could very well manipulate down to go back up. Either way, I'll take some profit, and if I have to, I'll get a better entry or just take what I have and be okay with it. We're creating a low, which is something I want to see that shows some resistance inside of here to go higher. You always want to pay yourself something. You're going through all this analysis and waiting. It'll be a shame to not pay yourself. So we have one TP hit already at 50 handles, and our stop loss and profit is at 100 ticks, which I believe is 25 handles. Our second target is at 100 handles here. So the close of this will confirm another. If we close above this, we'll confirm another bullish order block. When our second TP has been hit, then I'm going to move my take profit into this level here, where my original TP was, and that will secure our. It should secure our $500 for the day. We're in that first. Excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry. My voice is cracking. We're in our first presented fair value gap, and we just came into the mean threshold of previous hour's candle. So we could see rejection out of this area. Let's look at the 5 minute. We have a minute and a half before we confirm a 5 minute bullish breaker. So if you are the type that only trades after confirmation of a 5 minute bullish breaker, then you would want to start positioning your tool in that area. Now, We want to look at where we are as it relates to the market maker buy or sell model. Okay. At 8 o'clock, we started at 322. Where's 8 o'clock? Right here. Okay. So from here to here, we've now retraced and closed over 50% of the range. We're hitting the golden zone, which, some people knows that that is OTE entry if you're trading that style, and that could reject price down. But if we close above it, as well as the 75%, it's high probability we'll go ahead and take out the high of the range. I'm going to zoom back in for you guys. This is a bullish order block. Price can come down to the mean threshold of that and continue higher. We are in the 1050 macro, which is our manipulation time. But my take profit, stop and profit is at 50 handles. So we'll secure another $100. So if we invert that fair value gap and this order block and this fair value gap, that will be the three PD arrays. If we close above this level, that'll be a high, low, higher, high, lower, low. That's a 1 minute bearish breaker that occurs inside the range. I call it an inter-range breaker block. So I really want to see price reject back up on the 5 minutes. We did get a close above to make that bullish breaker, and we're back inside of a 15-minute bearish fair value gap. It's right here. Sorry. So we tapped into the middle, but we've already tapped it before. So price may want a steeper, what do you call that? Pullback. Okay. So I'll stop in profit, and it's very likely that we can continue higher, but I want to make sure. Let's see if we could have closed below this level here, then that means that the macro wants to manipulate down, possibly into this entry or back into the 1 minute bullish breaker that sent us up. So that's our P&L for today on this account.